Hey, Pastor Josh here. We're reading Acts chapter 22, verses 6 through 11, and people see God's light in your life. They see it. If you are a believer in Jesus Christ, you have a relationship with God Himself, if you have experienced the new birth in your heart, then people see that light. They don't quite understand it, but they do see it. And we see this for sure in the Apostle Paul's witness about Jesus Christ to this Jewish mob. If you remember, he has come into Jerusalem. He has come into the temple, and the Jews have seen this, and they have now turned against him, and they have threatened his life and even attempting to kill him. And now he has been rescued by the Roman soldiers, and now he is given an opportunity to speak to this mob. So let's continue in that story. As I was on my way and drew near to Damascus about noon, a great light from heaven suddenly shone around me. So this happened at noontime. Remember, this is the second telling of Paul's conversion experience. We're going to have a third telling before the book of Acts is over. And the emphasis in this telling that is from the lips of the Apostle Paul himself is the fact that this great light appeared to him at noon, when the sun was the brightest, when it was right above his head, the brightest that it could have been. There was still a greater light that overwhelmed the sun. And that light, of course, proceeding from the great glory of Jesus Christ himself. So there's a great light that suddenly shone around him. It didn't just progressively happen. It was just boom, there it was. Wow, overpowered by the greatness and the power of God. This happened at noon. And when he had this encounter with the Lord, what happened? He fell to the ground and he heard a voice saying to me, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Why are you coming against me? You're persecuting the church, and essentially that is persecuting Jesus himself. And so Paul answered, and I answered, who are you, Lord? And he said to me, I am Jesus of Nazareth, whom you are persecuting. Notice he recognizes that this guy is boss of his life, whoever this bright light is, and then he's told that it's Jesus. And so right there at that moment, there was a conversion experience. He realized this man is not just a man. He is Jesus Christ. He is God himself. He recognizes that. And then you see that in the way he responds. If you look down at verse 10, then he says, what shall I do, Lord? You are my boss now. But let's look at verse 9. This is the attitude we need to change. Now, those who were with me saw the light. Here's the second time in light that we've seen the word light in this particular reading. Those who were with me saw the light, but did not understand the voice of the one who was speaking to me. They saw the light. They saw the effects of God, the effects of Jesus on the Apostle Paul. They saw the brilliance and the brightness of God's glory, but they didn't understand what was being said to Paul. They even heard a voice, but they didn't understand the voice. And that's what it's like with those people that are around us that are lost and don't know Jesus Christ. They see the effects. They perhaps even see us doing odd things, this going to church business on every Sunday. Why would you plan your life around church attendance? Why is it that important to you? Does it make sense to them? Does it make sense why you would pray or read your Bible? They see it. They even see that maybe there's good things from it, but it doesn't quite make sense to them. That's what was happening to the companions of the Apostle Paul when he was yet Saul, and he's experiencing this conversion. They saw the light, but they didn't understand. Same thing with the people in your life. They see the effects of what Jesus has done to you. They perhaps even see that there's some positive effects from it, but it doesn't make sense to them. Verse 10, and I said, what shall I do, Lord? And the Lord said to me, rise and go into Damascus, and there you will be told all that is appointed for you to do. Go on into Damascus, and you're going to be told what to do. And since I could not see because of the brightness of the light, again, the emphasis here in this telling of the Apostle Paul himself about his conversion experience is about the brightness of the glory of God. He could not see. It wasn't because he looked into the sun. It was because there's a greater light that overwhelmed his eyesight, and he could not see anymore. Couldn't see, so therefore I was led by the hand of those who were with me and came into Damascus. We'll continue Paul's speech to this Jewish mob in our next video. I pray that has been a blessing to you, and I'll see you very soon.